welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Anfield Lad. Make sure you like and subscribe, people. Road to 100. And yeah, this is going to be a depressing fan cam post-match review. Obviously, we lost to Bournemouth 3-2. We're going to analyse what's happened in the game. We're going to talk about what happened in the first half, the second half, the mistakes, what the players were doing. And yeah, it's just shit, man. Absolutely shit. I was really confident going into this game. I had a strong feeling that this is the day we're gonna actually put a statement. That we're gonna take ourselves to the Vitality Stadium and we're gonna hammer them. And I predicted a 2-1, even though I said we're gonna hammer them. I didn't mean that thrashing, but in terms of like, performance-wise, like us dominating most of the game. That's why I think. But yeah, it's very disappointing, man. I'm done with the manager officially. I gave him another chance. As you know, if you saw my last few vids, I was slot out. But after the I forgot which game was it? Was it against Wolves? After the Wolves game, something around that time. Around when we were unbeaten, like Arsenal game. Arsenal game was the game where I was like, if this manager does this throughout the whole season, then we have a huge chance of getting top 4, and we could even get silverware. And now top 4 it's not easy. Now top 4 is going to be a battle, man. Top 4 is going to be a hard battle, and it's not looking good, man. It is not looking good. I checked the Premier League table not that long ago. If you see the Premier League table from fourth to 13th is 6 points. And if we go through our next few games, let me go through our next games. We got Karabag in the UCL. Obviously, we've probably already qualified for the UCL. I mean, the round of 16. We've already qualified. After Karabag, we got Newcastle. After Newcastle, we got City. After City, we got Forest away, then Sunderland away. So if we drop points in at least 3 of those games, then it's not looking good for the manager. It's not going to look good for these players. It's not going to look good for Edwards. It's not going to look good for Richard Hughes and FSG, because our season is going down. Our season's down, bro. It is down. Enough of me talking about our season. Let's get to the game. I thought we started it really well. That was probably one of the best starts to a Liverpool game this season. Literally, like, we were on the front foot. We were creating chances. We were doing really well. But one bozo mistake from Virgil van Dijk. And if you didn't see what Virgil van Dijk said after the game, let me get his post-match interview up. Let me share my screen with you guys. Let me show you what Virgil van Dijk said after the game. I'm going to get the quotes up now. The stuff this guy came out with, and Arnie Slot, bro. It's crazy. Let's get Virgil van Dijk's quotes up. Let me share my screen. This is what Virgil van Dijk says. Virgil van Dijk, the first goal, I think it was a difficult ball to judge in the circumstances. The wind was tricky. This can apply to any player from both teams. This can apply to for any player in both teams. You can't seriously be blaming the wind. You can't. You literally can't. I don't know how you're blaming the wind. And then he comes up to say what I felt on that pitch was that I was clearly blocked. I think that was for the throw-in. The throw-in when I don't know which Bournemouth player took the throw-in, but Adley, he's 5'9" against 6'4" Van Dijk. He wins the header, he wins the battle, and Van Dijk's just complaining. Like, man up, bro. Man up, Virgil van Dijk. You're meant to be our captain. Take accountability. Take responsibility. Because you are our worst player today. And I'm going to get onto a lot of our players in a bit. I'm going to get onto you, especially Mohamed Salah, because you were awful. Virgil van Dijk, bro. Embarrassing, bro. This guy's meant to be our captain. Leader. Our leader. This is not the Van Dijk from last season. The Virgil van Dijk from last season would have taken accountability for his mistakes. This is a new Van Dijk. This is a new Van Dijk, bro. Let me go through the comments. Let me stop sharing. Yeah, big up Tausif, mate. Big up to you, bro. What are you saying, man? City 2-0 win against Wolves, clean sheet. How you feeling, bro? Good result for you lot. Score prediction for Arsenal versus Manchester United. I'm gonna go for depends on the lineups, you know. If United are unchanged, I think it'll be 1-1. I think it'll be 1-1 that game. It'll be a 1-1 draw. I think Arsenal will drop points in that game. I really do. Do you think City will make top 8 in the UCL? Where are you lot in the UCL? Let me check where you guys are in the UCL. Depends. You're 11th. Yeah, I think you can. You're literally 0 points. The gap between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams. The gap between 7 to 13th is 0 points. They're all level and 14 points. Goal difference is the reason why you're 11th. Yeah, I think it is possible you get top 8, mate. I think it is possible. I think Van Dijk is finished. Yeah, it does look like that way, doesn't it, mate? It does look that way. I'm not going to sit here and cuss Van Dijk out and call him shit and call him an idiot and all that crap, because we know Van Dijk is not the type of player to do this shit week in, week out. You know, like, he don't do this shit week in, week out. Like, so I'm not gonna get onto him that much. I am gonna get onto players that do this consistently. Like, and I'm gonna get onto one player. I'm gonna get into a few players. I'm gonna get onto Alisson Becker first of all, because Alisson, I don't know what you're doing, mate. Alisson, I don't know what's up with you, mate. You're having too much kebabs. You're having too much of the barbecue, you know, with your family. You know, we've seen you in the documentaries, you know, having a nice time with your family, making the barbecue in Brazil, you get me, or in your backyard. But yeah, this guy has more barbecue than games for Liverpool, bro. This guy is injury prone. Joe Gomez is made of paper. You know, when you have a piece of paper and you have like an A4 sheet of paper and you pour water into that paper, that's Joe Gomez. That sums up Joe Gomez. That guy is so injury prone. He can get injured from anything. Yeah. He can't even manage to get 2 games in a row. And these sporting directors think that not signing a centre back is going to help. Mark Gahey has just gone to Manchester City for £20 million. We let him just go. We let him go. To be fair, I was one of the people on Twitter that wasn't that mad that City got Gahey, because I wasn't that mad because of the wages and because of whether, it would be dependent on whether Konate can stay fit or not. But now that Konate, we're going to have to obviously rest in peace Konate's father, of course. Rest in peace to him. Condolences to him and his whole family. Hope he's doing well. Hopefully he can be back for the Karabag game, because otherwise we're going to have to start. We are going to start Wataru Endo at centre-back, maybe Ryan Garrenberg, which is crazy. So, yeah. I cannot be seeing Wataru Endo or Gravenberg at centre-back like Van Dijk. Karabag, it's the same Karabag team that beat Chelsea. Cool. I thought we played good football for once. Like, I'm not gonna get onto the way we were Slot's tactics, because I think his tactics were spot on. I thought our front line were playing good passes, but in the final third, it's the problem. Our wingers, Ryan Gamora comes on, he makes a difference. He made a huge difference, and when their player tried making a challenge near the edge of, it was close to the goal line. Ryan Gamora was making a run. If Ryan Gamora went down there, that would have been a penalty, but he stayed up. So now I understand why footballers go down in these types of situations. But Ryan Gamora tried keeping his balance, tried to keep it on. That's the determination of the kid here. That's why I like Ryan Gamora as a footballer. Yeah, he is a very determined footballer. He did more in that game than Cody Gakpo. But people are gonna sit here saying, Cody Gakpo. I saw something hilarious on Twitter. The last time we started Cody Gakpo in a Premier League game. Last time we started Cody Gakpo in a Premier League games, we drew to Fulham, we drew to Arsenal, we drew to Leeds. Actually, no, the Leeds game. Ignore the Leeds game. But yeah, this guy's a curse. We call him landlord on Twitter, even though, and I'm not up for slandering players by calling them names, but that is funny. That is a bit funny. And I asked my Twitter mate on DMs, big up Dan, big up Cone LFC on Twitter. I asked him, what did landlord mean in Twitter? And he said that landlord was when he rents out houses somewhere and a report came out that he had issues with rats in them. So it's like a slander. So he's collecting rent. And when he collects rent, that's when he starts scoring. When he doesn't collect rent and he fails to collect rent, he fails to do his job, he stinks up the gaff. And today, he did not collect his rent, Cody Gakpo. Well, the league is obviously over. Top 4 is in doubt. If Manchester United, Brentford, Chelsea all get a result tomorrow, whether it's a draw, whether it's a win, it is not looking good for Liverpool Football Club at all. Top 4 is in doubt. Champions League football is in doubt for Liverpool. European football could even be in doubt for Liverpool. That's how bad it is. This is a crisis. I don't know how on earth we are 4th. I don't know how we are 4th in the league. That just says a lot about the quality of the Premier League. if this was a few seasons ago under Pep Guardiola or I don't know, Jose Mourinho's Man United, a Tuchel's Chelsea. Let me think of more examples. Pochettino Spurs, we would probably be sink 8th if we're being honest. If this Liverpool team was jumped backwards to, let's say, 2019, 2018, 2017, we would be sitting in mid-table. Yeah. I think this manager isn't going to get sacked. I fucking love Slot. I adore the guy. I adore the guy, but he comes up with bullshit. He comes up with a lot of bullshit in press conferences, post-match interviews, press conferences before the game. I thought that press conference he did for the Marseille game, where that journalist asked about Xabi Alonso, Slot handled that well. Slot is a very well-spoken guy, but sometimes he says things that irritate me, that irritate the whole fan base. Like today, Arne Slot, he did say in his press conference, he said that Arne Slot in his press conference said let me find it. He said that it was a cruel game. Wait, no, that's the wrong quote. It is safe to say a few players from ours ran out of energy. I cannot criticize them for that because 2 days ago we played an away game in Europe. First of all, Arnie, it was 3 days ago. Thursday, Friday. Actually, no, you're right. Never mind. It was 2 to 3 days ago. Okay, Arnie. Second of all, we've spent £450 million. You asked for a small squad. You got the small squad. And you're making excuses by saying the lads ran out of energy. Maybe if you got some squad depth, Arnie, like proper squad depth, not starting Cody Gakpo every week, not starting McAllister every week, not starting Hugo Ekitike every week, not starting Dominic Szoboszlai every week, not starting Ibrahim Konate every week. Maybe, just maybe, we would have won today. But you demanded a small squad. You cannot make any excuses by saying our lads ran out of energy. It's your job. It's your job to look after these players' well-being. And if they're lacking out of energy, then maybe go out. You, Richard Hughes, Michael Edwards can all sit together in the boardroom and you can all discuss the transfer targets you want. Oh, I want a Schlotterbeck. Oh, I want a Van der Ven. I want an Adam Wharton. I want a Yan Diomande. I want all these players. Yeah, you can bring these names up. You know, I don't think we are going to sign anyone in the January transfer window. We got, I think, is it 7 days, 8 days left until it closes? I don't think we are going to sign anyone. But if we are going to sign anyone, we would have links. We're going to have links by next week, early next week, or we're not getting anyone. Because I don't think we are not going to do a panic buy again. We are not going to do a panic buy again. This club is not going to do a panic buy again like what they did with Ozan Kabak. They are going to sign a player that is long-term. And Mark Gahey was a market opportunity and you guys threw it. That's all I have to say. Let me talk about Bournemouth because I want to give some of their players some credit. I'm going to give credit to Alex Scott, because that guy was incredible for them in midfield. I thought Lewis Cook did really well for them in midfield. I thought that Krupi lad looked really good. He seems to be that Semenyo replacement, really. He's starting for them every week now. When Semenyo was still at Bournemouth, Krupi was like a bench player, someone coming off the bench, being an impact player. But now he's starting week in, week out. He's doing really well. I thought Adley looked really good. I thought Evan Nelson took his goal well. I thought that Jimenez rattled Milos Kerkez. By the way, I don't know why Bournemouth fans were booing Milos Kerkez as if he's a traitor. Like, I don't get it at all. You wouldn't be doing this for Dean Huyson. You wouldn't be doing this for Zabarni. You wouldn't be doing this for Semenyo even. So I don't know why you're doing it for Milos Kerkez. Is it because Kerkez joined the Premier League club? Is that why you're upset? Is it because he joined? Was it because I have no clue, man, why they are booing him? But yeah, long day, man, long day. Karabag next. Karabag. I am confident we're gonna beat Karabag. It's a Champions League game. I'm never worried in a Champions League game because I know Liverpool Football Club will turn up in any Champions League game. I am not worried about Liverpool. Only Premier League games are the games that I'm probably worried about. Because Slot loves talking about low blocks. Today, Bournemouth, they didn't even play a low block, really. Next week, whether Newcastle play a low block or not remains to be seen. I have no clue. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up the stream. 21 minutes. Big up to Tausif. If you're still in, mate, big up to you for tuning in, commenting. Make sure you like and subscribe, people. Road to 100. And yeah, disappointing, man. Very disappointing. Arnie Slot, I love you, but you gotta go, bro. You gotta go, bro. Big up to everyone.